Well, hello. This is Rosa, rcgkreations. How are you doing? I'm bringing to you a Azure Haul. Oh, I'm pooped. It was a 20-minute drive up. I'm trying a 20-minute drive back. And the semi-tractor trailer was full. But thank goodness our group is really nice. I don't know any of these people at all. None of them. But I've seen a couple of them now. Because this is like my 4th or 5th order from the Azure, and we just say hi, hello, because we kind of sort of know each other, but that's it. But I'm pooped loading and unloading, unloading the truck, and you unload it and then you put it in a pile by the person's first name, because that's how Azure Standard keeps track of stuff, by your first name. So then once it's all unloaded, they do all the dry goods like this. Then they do all the refrigerated goods like this. And don't forget, keep in mind that if you see a box or something that's like, I didn't order that, they recycle their boxes once they take stuff out of them. And then they put stuff in there to compact it to make it easier for you to take home. And it helps recycle their boxes. Okay, so let's get directly to the order. What I've got, and only one item did not ship. But I got an email. They email you a few days after your order if an item is out of stock. Okay, so where's my Azure order? It gets done by email. It's sent to you. And you place all the order online on their website. And you pick the drop-off location, which is really kind of nice, because if you're visiting somebody in another part of the U.S., look up that area. They may have a drop-off box, and you can order and have that order shipped there. It doesn't have to be to your home base. You can get it shipped wherever you want to. Okay, but then that's where you have to go by and pick it up. Okay, so let's just go through the little haul here. So here is organic cornstarch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 boxes of them. I've been doing so much baking. I already went through 2 of my, and I got 2 of the great big boxes at the local grocery store. I had one pint-sized jar and used it, and then I had to go back and because I was going to do another recipe, but I had to wait because I didn't have any more cornstarch. So I went to the grocery store and got the great big box. I figured it was going to carry me over for at least, probably till January, February. I already used that one. It's already gone. So that's when I went ahead and opted to go ahead and go to these 6 boxes, because I'm going to transfer all of these into a mason jar, or I may just put it in a vacuum bag and then just vacuum a box. I really don't know how I'm going to do it yet and keep them in my freezer, but I want to do some more research because I want to make sure you can freeze cornstarch. There's a lot of things you can freeze, like flour, grains and stuff like that. Well, not grains, excuse me, but different kinds of flours and stuff. I know you can non-fat dry milk, but I need to do more research. I want to do my research before I do anything. But until then, I'm just going to leave them in this box for right now, because I'll be doing this in a day or 2. And then I'll transfer it and transport them into if it's safe, I'm going to put them in a freezer. If that's the case, where it'll last longer. Is like I have some yeast, and I went ahead and ordered I think it was like 4 or 6 boxes of active dry yeast. Okay, and I don't know for sure if it's active dry yeast. I know it's not instant. I forget. But anyway, so I went ahead and Ball. You can buy them in the grocery store. You can go to the Ball website. They have freezer containers with a snap-on lid that are made to go into the freezer. But they're the perfect size of one of these little boxes. So I just poured each box in one of those freezer containers. I labeled each container. And now I have my yeast that's in my freezer that's going to extend the shelf life of that yeast. So to me, that's a win-win. If I could do that same thing with the cornstarch, and if I have room in my freezer to do that, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, but I'll do some more research, and if I do it before this video uploads, I'll add it as a pop-off box on the pop-up of the video if you can freeze or not, okay? Next thing I got was some soft white wheat grain. And this is for me to make all-purpose flour. The y'all know I have, I'll put a link on there. I ground some whole wheat flour for hard white wheat berries to make whole wheat flour. Now I've got, hope you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. This is soft white wheat, and this is to help make all-purpose flour. So now I am set, and I can have all-purpose flour, or I can have whole wheat flour, and you mix the two together, and then you add something else. I forget what it is. If I remember, I'll put a description box. But you can make your self-rising flour. So now I can make my own self-rising flour, all-purpose flour, whole wheat flour, and I just use as much as I need so I don't spoil, because flour does have a shelf life. It's typically about 6 months, and again, it depends on what part of the world that you're in, your humidity, and if you keep it in a cool, dark spot, and how you stored it. Okay, but I went ahead and got, let me go and reach those, because I don't have very much muscle control. I just got me 3 more buckets, and because I picked up the 5-gallon containers full of berries, wheat berries, and there was no way, it was too heavy, so I downsized to the what is this called? This is 2 pounds. Yeah, 2 pounds. These are the 2-pound buckets. And yes, it does take up more storage, but you can stack as much as you want. But I'm only going to, for safety reasons, I only want to stack 3 at a time. So I got this, but this right here is enough for me that I can actually pick up and store and use when I need to use it. Now I did not order, I'm sorry, I take that back. I did order the GMO lids, so it'd be easy. I wasn't too sure if I ordered this or not, because I went back and forth between the regular lid and the GMO lid, but I'm glad I stuck with that. I really prefer the GMO lid. It's just so much easier for my weak wrists, so I can get in and out of this stuff as much as I often want, and I have to worry about prying open the lid. Okay, now here's a box of goodies with all my other stuff. And you see how I was telling you, they put things at random. I like to open my box when I'm there, just to make sure that everything's in there, so I can tell the coordinator if something's missing or not. Okay, they always give you a little magazine that shows you their stuff that they sell, and it's got pictures and products and stuff like that, so I always look at that later on along when I'm chilling and relaxing. I needed to get some more oxygen absorbers for my vacuum sealer, and I think this is the only ones they have. I don't think they have the other sizes, but you can always go to Amazon or go into another website, go to like Ball or Kerr, because I believe they also sell oxygen absorbers, but they're all over the place. And these are 300 cc, so I can put some oxygen absorbers in my buckets when I'm storing. I went ahead and got some more cocoa powder, because hubby loves chocolate milk. And I found a recipe on how to make my own copycat Nestle's Quick Mix. He loves that stuff. But that tall, big container, we bought it at where did we go to? We went to Kroger. It was almost $10 for that big one, or it may have been a little bit higher. I forget what. But it was just like, oh, yikes. That price on that stuff has really gone up. So, but hubby loves he likes to have a glass of chocolate milk an hour or 2 before he goes to bed. And he's a grown up, he can do what he wants. So I'm going to start making my own, and have him use that. So it's going to be a lot cheaper to make my own Nestle Quick, and I can just keep it in a jar here in the pantry, and then he can have his own. So I went ahead and got some cocoa powder, and I only got the 1 pound bag because I wanted to see how long this was going to last me. Oh no, take that back. I ordered 2 of these. I thought I only ordered 1. Let me look at my little flyer, my order form. Oh, here, I can tell you right now, just so you know. The flyer, of course, is free. Those Gamma Seal lids are, for 3 of them, were 17.01. And the buckets, the 2-gallon buckets, there were 3 of them for $16.79. And then I ordered some vegetable glycerin. I'll put a link on there. I made my own vanilla bean, vanilla extract out of vanilla beans. And I made some almond extract out of almonds. And I wanted to try it because a friend, and I'll put her name, oh, I forget, Homestead Heart is her YouTube channel. I'll put a link to her video and her channel. And she makes her extract with vegetable glycerin. So I went ahead and just ordered a 32-ounce one for right now because I wanted to see, number one, I want to try it because I'm really doing a lot of baking. And I made these apple crisp cookies, and you'll see in my, I'll put a little, I'm learning how to do the little links on the side of each video at the very end or in between, where you can just click on it and it automatically takes you to that video. I haven't got it down packed yet, but if I remember to get this done by the time I do this, I'll put that. But if not, I'll put the link. It for sure will be in the description box. These are almond crisp cookies, and oh my goodness, I took it to a party. Everyone, and the men, the kiddos, the women, they all loved it. In fact, a bunch of them took some home, and honey and I didn't get no leftovers. So anyway, it's like almond crisp. Well, that's why I want to make my own almond extract, because I used store-bought almond extract to make those cookies, because it calls for vanilla extract. But I go, I'm putting almonds in this thing, and I made it with almond flour. I go, let's just go ahead and just make it with almonds. So I did almond extract. So I want to do some more almond extract, and I want to do some orange extract. I want to do a cinnamon extract. But instead of using vodka, I'm going to see if this vegetable glycerin produces a better product, a better tasting product. Okay? So here, my cocoa powder, let's see. So that vegetable glycerin was $9.42 for that 32 ounces. My soft white wheat organic 25 pounds was $31.69. I did not get my unsalted Rumonio, R-U-M-I-A-N-O family organic butter. I'm leaning toward more and more organic stuff, more that's more natural, better for my body, me and hubby's. So I didn't get any of those. I had ordered 3 8-ounce bars, but I didn't get any of that. I did get the salted, same thing, but it's salted, so they sell unsalted and salted. They have several different brands, so you can pick what you want. But this whole thing makes 2 cups, okay? So because I wasn't too sure on it, I just ordered 3 to be on the safe side, because I have never tried this one before. And, well, all the baking that I'm doing, I want to make sure I always have plenty of butter. Okay, but that was $11.77 for those 3, okay? Next thing we have is the Organic Valley cheddar cheese raw sharp, and I believe this one is it. Yeah, raw milk cheddar cheese. This is 5.59 pounds, and it's a whole tub, and this is kind of smeary, but that's part of the cocoa powder that came out of that, because it's very fine cocoa powder. I wiped that down, but I'm going to cut these into smaller squares, smaller cubes, and then I'm going to vacuum pack them. Then I'm going to put them in my freezer, because cheese freezes very, very well. But that way we just use a little bit, because we shred our own cheese with my KitchenAid mixer. We have a shredder on it. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that wasn't it. This is it. This is raw sharp cheddar cheese, and it's 8 ounces. And there we go. I ordered 3 of those, and those were 3 or 8 ounces for $18.66. That's another thing. Cheese is going up in price, so it's like, ouch. But I went ahead and just ordered 3 because I wasn't exactly for sure. But that's cheddar cheese. Okay. And then this, let's see what is next. Mozzarella cheese. I ordered 2 of the 8 ounces. They were $4.54 a piece of the Romano organic mozzarella cheese to go with our pizza, because we make our own pizza. So I got 2 of the mozzarella, so I'll just shred it myself as we need it. And so that took care of the mozzarella. Then I got cream cheese, and this is 8 ounces of the Organic Valley cream cheese. I ordered 3. I did everything in packages of 3. They some things, it just varies. You just gotta look on their website. Some things you can do 1. Sometimes you gotta do equivalent of 3. Some of them equivalent of 6. Some of them goes by like a 25 pound, 50 pound. Some go by like a gallon. It just depends on what it is. But at least you got variety of what you want to order. Okay. Next thing we have, here's that great big block of cheese. This was 5 pounds, and actually it was 5.59 pounds, so I got a little bit more. And it was $29.68. But because I went a little bit over, the total cost was $33.18. But for me, I think this is going to be a win-win, because we love this cheddar cheese, and we do a lot of it. And we do a lot of, I do a lot of casseroles. I do a lot baking, put it on tacos, put it on the top of enchiladas. You know, so I want to go get good quality products. The next thing we got was the cocoa powder. I ordered 2 of those. Those were $6.54 a piece. So the total was $13.08 for the both of those. The cornstarch that I showed in the very beginning, those were 6 ounce boxes, and the whole thing was $19.55 for all 6 boxes. And then the next thing is the organic maple syrup. I've tried this. This is my 2nd bottle. I love this maple syrup. I really wish I could have. I'm hoping next time, because I am doing a lot of cooking and a lot of stuff with maple syrup as part of the ingredients, is I'm hoping to get the big gallon jug. I'm going to get like 2 or 3 of the gallon jug, and always have a gallon, always, so I can rotate around and stuff. But this is maple syrup. So this is organic maple syrup, and it's from Azure Market, and it's a grade A dark robust. But this is some good stuff. This is really, really good stuff. I get that one. I do 2 thumbs up. And that is it for my entire order. Oh, my oxygen absorbers, they were $5.16. So that's not bad. And you got a total of 50 count, which is more than enough for me for the storage that I'm doing, or I plan on doing anyway, at least until my next phase. So my total order was $233.45. So anyway, I think this is definitely a win-win-win. I'm really very happy with it all. And I am, tonight for supper, I'm going to be making some pork chops, but I found a copycat recipe. I don't know why. I'm just Googling, and I'm just going on the internet, and I'm doing all kinds of things. And yesterday, I was looking up a recipe for, I wanted a different Christmas cookie to hand out to some friends at church. I didn't want the traditional old stuff. I wanted something different, so I was just Googling different Google stuff and on there. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, it popped up, and it popped up copycat shake and bake mix, and I'm going, what? I mean, I know it's fairly easy to make on your own, and since I do dehydrate my own breadcrumbs, okay, to make my own panko, and to make my own coating and stuff, I'm just sitting there and I go, oh, let me take a look, and I go, everything, all the ingredients I already have, except for, I can't believe it, I am totally out of garlic salt. I can't believe it. I dehydrate my own garlic. And I thought for sure I had a quart-size jar of dehydrated garlic that all I got to do is grind it up a little bit more. It's in big chunks. All I have to do is grind it up a little bit more in my little blender and add a little salt to it. But I don't like too much salt, because a lot of these store-bought spices already have salt in it. So I like to do just plain garlic. But I either grind it really fine into garlic powder, or I make it a little bit thicker so it's granules of garlic. And you know, when you're sauteing that garlic, that fresh ground garlic, and a little bit of oil, or you do it with your onions, or you do it with some raw vegetables, and once about 10-15 minutes after the moisture hits it, It rehydrates itself. Talk about It is so much better than store-bought garlic powder. So, anyway, that's a little tidbit. I thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget to hit like, hit a comment, give me a thumbs up. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget to share me.